everybody! It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. Remember Ultima? A series of role-playing games that started back in the early 80s on Apple computers. What computers? Computers that really didn't handle much other than text and whatever, was producing video games that were surrounding around one specific avatar trying to save a world called Britannia with their king Britain as they traveled through time and space and then went to a more traditional RPG fantasy route. And throughout all these games there were so many innovative ideas that had not been touched till these games came out, like time and day shifts, party members that you could recruit, specific storylines and character development within those party members, and everything else with the party itself. Very short storyline based, but you could import your character from one to the next game for more or less pretty much the entire series. Female and male main characters, stuff like that, even to the point of having real-time production in the environment. In Ultima 8, people actually produced bread and mined coal and other stuff. Actually, that was 7, when you just stood there and watched. Things were actually being done in real time. To think that a series that was this innovative and this forward-thinking would have been completely forgotten is pretty insane, especially seeing as how everybody nowadays loves the 80s. Now, granted, there were a lot of issues with some of these games. I mean, the obvious issues, it's old, so it looks like shit and plays like shit. But one of the other issues, too, was that leveling up was pretty much predicated on gaining experience, but initially getting gold and paying King Britain to level you up, which meant that a lot of the game was grinding out stealing treasure. So for an avatar that's supposed to be saving the world, stealing treasure is probably not your best concepts. But pretty much the game followed this one character and went throughout all the 80s into the 90s, and even has an online game. I think it's still running now, but if not, it was released over a decade ago. And this is the last you've heard of Ultima. Now granted, Origin, the company that produced it originally, was bought out, but now that it has been bought out, it makes you wonder, why is nobody trying to reproduce Ultima? How come nobody's even bringing up Ultima? How come it's pretty much forgotten, and it is United States made and based? So wouldn't it make more sense, especially here in the States, for people to actually appreciate Ultima a lot better, more than just spoony? Wouldn't it make more sense for them to have, I don't know, a BioWare or an EA, unfortunately, I've been bringing that up, to reproduce one of these games, or at least redo the series, or continue from where it left off? Seeing as how Ultima was one of the more innovative and influential games in the entire gaming industry, and nobody talks about it or even really remembers it much, that makes Ultima underrated. And thank you all for watching, and more for you soon to come. So stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.